We started out a hot summer afternoon, and we headed over to my dad's place because he had 4 or 5 ponies, middle-sized ponies, and we thought we should jump on their backs as best we could. And none of us knew how to ride very well, but see if we could stay on and have a race, a horse race. So that's what we did. So I'm going to paint that, and so now we're starting out, and we're in the pasture, and we see the horses, the ponies, and we're coming up to them, and then we start to run, and we're laughing and clapping and getting the ponies all upset, and we like it because it's very dramatic and exciting, and suddenly they take off. So since they're my dad's horses, I think, well, I can do better than they can. And so I quickly go up and get on one of the horses' back, and there's no stirrups, so I had to just hold on with my knees and grab his mane and hope I could hang on. Well, the horse just started off suddenly, and I almost went off when he started off. And it felt like this, you know. I went up in the air, and so I'm just painting the feeling of what was happening.
But the advantage of having a facilities management degree is that you're getting both the depth and the breadth of the profession in your education, and therefore have a much more considered way of thinking about what facilities management profession is.
And the FM community here in Philadelphia is really, really robust. There are FM professionals who are excited that there are students studying facilities management who have come into the program, taken students under their wings, provided mentoring and shadowing opportunities, field trips, guest speakers, lectures, all at really just an arm's length. And so the strength of the community supporting this program is something that is really, I think, allowing it to grow and will continue to allow it to flourish really significantly.
When you make an arch, you can feel like you're going underneath. And that's what I think this does happen that way. So you go underneath and you can see that this is on the other side of this arch, and this is on the other side. But then these are sitting up. That really works in this painting. Just those 5 or 6.
We have a wood shop, we have a computer lab, we have a digital router, we have laser cutters and 3D printers, all these things that students can use in their creative process of facilities management design.
But I don't want to say this is a bush and this is a path, you know. I don't want to get too literal. Almost, there's sort of a pathway through the woods. And these are trees and coming out into the sunlight and feeling the light, and then going back into the shadow. And that's what this painting is all about. It's an interweaving, going in and then back out. I love that, the fact that these sort of line up, you know.
There's a real need for talent in facilities management. Students with getting a degree in facilities really will have a leg up on those opportunities. Every time a TUFMA student attends a professional event, the professionals at IFMA, for instance, are thrilled. They're so excited to see this young blood, and to have that organization internally is amazing.
That's sort of what's behind this painting too. Better to run into the woods and not know where you're going or where you're going to come out. And I love doing that. I'm writing something about that. Let's get off the subject a little bit, but it's apropos. 3 months ago, after living a long lifetime till I was 78, full of tension, anxiety, and sweaty palms so bad that I had to do this with my pants, and with this all the time to get the sweat off my hands because I was so anxious. And then one night I couldn't sleep, so I took some sleeping pills and some extra strong drugs, and I overdosed and I went into a coma. for 2 days. And my landlord found me lying on the ground in late September. And he thought I was dead. And he tried to wake me up and he couldn't. So he called the police and they came and got me. And I'm really glad to tell you this because it really shocked me. They took me to the hospital, and when I woke up, I said, what happened to me? And then they told me, but it didn't make any sense. Well, you were lying on the ground. When was I lying on the ground? Where? What? Then I quieted down, and they said, well, we realized that you overdosed. I said, oh my God. And then after the doctors left and left me in the room, I realized that all my anxiety had left me. I wasn't anxious anymore. And the other thing that left me was I'd always felt that I only felt alive if I was in love with a woman. And the last 3 months, 3 or 4 months of my life, I haven't been in love with a woman, and that hasn't bothered me. It's sort of like I'm at peace with. I don't need to have a woman in order to feel alive. I have memories and I have good times to think about, but I don't have to be involved in a relationship. And that was I'm writing about it because that's shocking to me. I really thought how can a man feel alive if he isn't involved deeply with a woman in some sort of love? So I thought I'd just share that with you.